Boot, 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 bobbing along.
Hi, I'm Stuart.
And I'm Emmie.
We're child-free after infertility, so we decided to change our life plans and move on to a narrowboat.
We're sharing our adventures here, and you're welcome to join us. This week we make elderflower cordial, fix the bathroom sink, and move from Leighton Buzzard to Bletchley.
Hello!
Good morning, it's Saturday morning. We still have a broken calorifier. So if you saw our last video, we discovered the calorifier is leaking, so that's still an issue. We also explored Leighton Buzzard, and we liked it so much we're going back into Leighton Buzzard now. So off we go. This is our last weekend in Leighton Buzzard. Yeah. We're just going to enjoy it.
We were going to move today as it happens, but we just quite enjoy, it's just quite a nice town, and it's a nice
with
spot.
Lovely moorings.
Yeah. Quite a nice quiet spot just on the outskirts.
Let's just enjoy our last weekend in Leighton Buzzard.
But of course, being boaters, we're also taking our rubbish with us.
Yeah. And I'm hiding the rubbish. I'm hiding the rubbish. Hang on.
Alright, bin's done. I found this cute little guitar shop. It's a little odd because you had to go in through a carpet shop to actually get to the guitar shop. But if anyone is in Leighton Buzzard and fancies looking at some lovely guitars, I'll put the link to the shop below. This is the Raven and Broomstick. We tried to visit last week, but it had been shut. Really exciting to get to go. It's a lovely collection of gothic and witchy curiosities. What are you looking at?
Broomstick.
Oh yeah, it's a good broomstick. We finished up by going to this cute little canal-side cafe we've been eyeing up for a while. Yours looks amazing.
That one looks nice. Oh, I can smell them. Stu is keen to make some elderflower cordial.
Oh, I thought we were both keen to do that.
If we're going to make anything, I'm keen for it to be cordial. I'm just looking at things suspiciously.
As you should. Yeah, you're the right person for this job actually, because you're quite meticulous.
Oh, I forgot to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It does smell good. So now we cover it for some hours. been so lovely having this meadow just here. Like, it's amazing. It will be sad when we leave it, even though it will be exciting that we're going somewhere else. It is our elderflower and lemon cordial, and we're just going to strain it and then we're going to try it.
Ooh. Exciting. It doesn't look like there's bugs in it. It's so nice. Well done, Stu. Are you feeling proud?
Yeah. Thought I would quickly have a look at the plumbing under the sink, because it had a really big leak, then it had a gradual leak, but I couldn't get rid of the gradual leak and I couldn't figure out why. And I was tightening something up, and I tightened it about 5 or 6 times, and then it just was still leaking, and I've ended up pulling it all apart. And we now only have one working sink, and this is in addition to not having any working hot water. So it's all going really well on the plumbing side. Blech.
Plumbing issue number 1 is the broken I was saying it fine before. The broken calorifier. Plumbing issue number 2, the sink that has now no longer, like, it's leaky drainage. And I was not understanding what the problem was when Stu was trying to explain it to me, but he's just drawn me a diagram and now it's much clearer. So this is the basin, and this is the sort of unit that's underneath. And
this unit here.
This unit here. Oh, where's the basin gone?
It's in the bath.
So it is. So that's the plug, and this is the thready bit that threads on this waste unit bit. And basically the thickness of this worktop bit meant that only a little bit of the thready bit was poking out here. So it's really hard to get this, and it's a really tight space. So it's really hard to get the waste bit screwed onto the tiny bit of threading that's available here. And it's also all broken.
So the plan is to replace the top as just like a whole unit, but then build a little frame around underneath the top just to raise it up a little bit as well and give a bit more space underneath to actually have access in.
And he says he'll make it pink.
I will. Good morning. It's Monday morning and I am going into London. I don't normally go into London on my own, particularly not on a Monday. But I need to make the replacement top for the bathroom sink, and I kind of need access to my proper tools to do it, and also I think I've probably got the material in my workshop to actually do it with. So yeah, I'm going into town. I've got to go pick up some drawings for Emmie as well, or some prints for Emmie as well. This is Old Street, where Emmie's prints needed to be collected from. I don't normally film my commute, but there was just something particularly exhausting about this one, and I think as we'd been moving further away, my commute into my workshop had been getting longer and longer anyway, and I think I was just feeling particularly tired and felt like sharing it.
This station is Alexandra House.
Right, finally got to my workshop. I could sorely use some time in here to actually sort it out, but it's not too bad at the moment. I found this, well, I say I found it, I knew I had it. This was a board that I made up for gluing necks up. Some years ago I used it about 3 or 4 times and never really got on with it. So I'm going to turn that into the top. So that took me 40 minutes apparently. Right, just fried off all my vegetables. I've just put in about 1/4 litre of water and a tin of chopped tomatoes and some vegetable stock. Now I'm going to put in the chilli. Very, very excited to see that the moorhens have had babies. Moorhens have my favourite bird babies. They're so adorable. I think we're going to move on this evening. So I've just popped out to get some final supplies, and then we're going to be moving in probably about half an hour to an hour once Emmy's finished with her meetings. And I thought, since I could, I'd have a little wee wander through this meadow, since it's probably the last time we're going to be here, at least for a good while. I'm pretty happy with how things have gone today so far. Be interesting to see how things go once the engine's running and the calorifier gets up to heat, because we haven't drained it. Everyone seemed to be on about 50-50 on whether or not we should drain it. The water's turned off, so I suppose if it gets hot, it's almost stopped leaking now, but I suppose if it gets hot and it all expands and it starts to leak again, there's only so much it's going to leak. I'm not that excited about going to Fenny and Milton Keynes. No offence to anyone in that area. I really enjoyed when we were in Fenny and Milton Keynes before. But what I'm really excited about is getting north of that. Because once we're north of that, and I say this every time, but once we're north of that, we're in an area I don't really know very well. And that's exciting.
Right, it's time to move the boat. We've been in Leighton Buzzard for maybe 4 weeks now. And we've absolutely loved being in Leighton Buzzard. Because it's sort of two towns. There's Leighton Buzzard and Linslade. So we were in Leighton Buzzard half for 2 weeks and then Linslade for the other 2 weeks, and now our 4 weeks are up. So it's Wednesday evening. I've just logged out of work and we are heading towards Fenny Stratford.
Is it? Oh yeah, he's a biplane. Oh, he's doing a loop-de-loop!
Whoa! Probably won't capture that either.
Made it to 3 locks. We've seen 1 baby moorhen, 2 baby swans, and upset 1 fisherman. He was fishing on the lock landing, and I said, "Gonna pull in there," and he looked sulky and walked off. 3 locks, as you might gather, is a set of 3 locks. Wow.
We're at 3 locks, which is 3 locks with a pound in between each lock, and you're meant to like get the next one set up so you can just cross the pound. I think that's what I remember from when we did this the first time. Now in the middle lock, lock 2. Starting to lose the light. We've nearly made it to Bletchley / Fenny Stratford, so that's really good. I think it's going to be okay. We're quite tired. Yeah, we haven't eaten yet either. What time is it now, Stu?
8:50.
Yeah, so it's nearly 9 o'clock at night. It's definitely time to stop and eat as soon as we find a good place to moor.
I've got a lot to do today. I've got all of the plumbing to do in the bathroom. Well, re-plumbing to do in the bathroom. And just to make things fun, so I need to take the taps off, just to clarify. And to put the new top on. And then put the sink back together. But when they put the taps in, they've put them through the wall, and the actual joint is in the wall between the bathroom and the cupboard, which it's just hard work. Right, time to try and take all this gubbins apart. We want to spray the base. Since we're getting it out, we figured we've never really liked this thing. I've never really liked it, and it's a little bit, it doesn't really match, so we're going to just spray it. Emmy's idea was to spray it black, and then at least it's fairly inconspicuous, and we won't see it even less so at night, so we'll stub our toes on it even more, which will be great.
I don't know, I've never stubbed my toe on it.
Pretty sure I have. Gonna sand it, prime it, and black it. But I'm going to use my superpowers. 1, 2, 3. Eee. Right, nice clean bowl. Just spent ages cleaning the overflow. It was grim. And then it's time to put this whole thing back together. Whoop whoop. Well, we did it. We have cold running water again, and a pink top and a black bottom. Now for the tidying up. Dun 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 dun.
Ah! Ta-da! Well, Stu hated that thing and wanted to change it, and I didn't care, but I'm thrilled with the new thing, and I'm so impressed with Stu's plumbing, even though he hates plumbing.
Really do.
Time for some ice creams on the roof after a successful plumbing day.
It's hot on the boat as well.
Yeah, it is. Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed the video and that you'll join us again in a couple of weeks' time. Have a lovely couple of weeks. Bye.